vocabulary word is a good one. Nostalgia. Some people might pronounce it nostalgia. Nostalgia. I say nostalgia. You could hear both pronunciations. This is the definition says longing or wistful affection for the past. So it means that good is not the best word, but that nice, warm feeling that you get when you think about your past, your childhood. These days, so many things, being very general, so many things are marketed on nostalgia, particularly movies, TV. If you look at some of the popular movies these days, the one I want to see on Friday, I think it came out in Korea today, Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
Star Trek. Also Star Wars. Also Transformers was a 1980s cartoon. Pokemon Go reminds people of the game that they played when they were young. All these things are marketed on nostalgia, and there's a reason for that, because these things are making a lot of money. Traditionally, things that are marketed on nostalgia do really well. You can argue at the exact reason why that is, but most people remember their childhood or their past fondly, so that they have good feelings associated with that. That is nostalgia. Number 2, souped up. So I guess the verb here is soup. You could use it you could use soup as a verb. I will give you an example. For instance, when I first see this word, the first thing that I think of is a car, because some people like to buy especially when I was a teenager in college in America, a lot of people like to buy like a Honda, but then they would soup it up. So there, I'm using it without the ed, right? They would soup it up. They would have a souped up Honda, meaning they enhance it, they improve it, they increase the performance, they put more power in the engine, they buy the rims on the wheels, they make all the tinted windows, stuff like that. You're making it better, you're making it enhanced, more powerful. So either the performance or the intensity or something is higher. So that's what I think of as a car. Here in our video they say a souped up version of Pokemon. The original one was just on the Game Boy, very 2D, black and white. You can go up, you can go left, you can go down, you can go right. Very simple, not impressive graphics. But this one is augmented reality on your smartphone, and it's quite impressive. So it is much more powerful graphics like that. It's a souped up version. That is the best way I can explain that one. Number 3, augmented reality. So this one is kind of specific phrase. It's talking about this new technology where they layer real world with some other type of computer generated graphics. Are there any other examples of augmented reality? It's something that I've read about, like these Oculus, or Samsung is making some VR headset. They utilize augmented reality. If everything you see is computer generated, that's not really augmented reality. It is combining reality with the computer generated image at the same time. Pokemon Go is kind of the perfect example of augmented reality. Number 4, cutting edge is a quite common phrase to mean the most advanced stage of development. It is the newest, most advanced technology. A lot of times it is used with technology, computers, rocket science, or something like that. This is on the cutting edge of blah 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 technology. This is on the cutting edge of augmented reality, or something like that. The cutting edge. I'm not exactly sure why they use those two words, the cutting edge. It's on the edge, meaning the forefront, the newest thing. If technology is growing, it's not in the past, it's on the edge of technology. So as it is growing and advancing. It's the newest one. Number 5, spin-off. Spin-off is, you can have spin-offs company-wise, business-wise, if your company spins off and like creates some subsidiary, some new branch. It actually, when I see it, again, the first thing I think of is television. A lot of times if a show is very popular, one of the characters will get their own spin-off show. I can't think of any great examples right now. Friends tried it. I never saw the show, but one of the characters, Joey, got his own television show. It was called Joey, and I don't think it was successful at all. Oftentimes they might not be. If there's Star Wars, again, they spun it off to the comic books, to the toys, to these set of movies, the cartoon, like that. All these spin-offs of the original idea. And number 6, momentum. This word is quite common, and it is the force behind something. And a lot of times it is can be used in science. There is an actual formula for something's momentum, the force of something. But momentum, usually you say it is gaining momentum, or it is, gain. It is a lot of times used with the word gain, gaining momentum. So it is this process, the force behind something is gaining speed physically. The car's momentum carry, even though you stop on the brake, it still goes for a little bit because of the momentum. But here they're using it, an idea or a product can really get momentum if people start buying it and people start talking about it, and then it becomes popular. You say, "Oh, this is really gaining a lot of momentum. People know about it. It is growing." So not just physically, but ideas. Yeah, the idea that in the U.S. or related to Brexit, immigrants. We don't want immigrants coming to our country. If people start talking about this idea can gain momentum and more people start supporting that idea. Any questions about those?